Hey everyone, I am Elizabeth Sherman from Total Health by Elizabeth, and I just wanted to talk today about I am doing a dry January. And so what that means, if you're not familiar with it, is that I have given up alcohol for the entire month of January. So I guess I'm on the hook now because I am declaring it for everyone to see. And so first of all, the question might be, why am I doing that? I'm not planning on giving up alcohol completely, just for the month of January. And, if you've been following me for any period of time, you'll know that I just like to challenge myself a little bit. I like to challenge myself in ways to see what's going to happen. And so I was just curious, if I gave up alcohol for a month, what would happen to my health? If anything, would it impact my health? Would it impact my weight? Would it impact my focus or my performance, athletic or, through work? And so I was just kind of curious, like, what would happen if I gave up alcohol for a month? The other thing is that as someone who is a child of not an alcoholic family, but alcoholism runs in my family, I feel like I have to be really super careful about having too much alcohol in my life. And so this was just an opportunity for me to give it up and see if it was something that I wanted to do. And so what was really interesting was that I struggled with deciding whether I was going to commit to this or not. Was I going to tell people about it or not? Could I do it in secret without having to tell anyone? Because then if I messed up, would anyone care? Would anyone notice? And so, it wasn't that I was feeling addicted to alcohol. I knew that I could probably go, a month without having it or a week. But being that I live here in Mexico, we moved here a year and a half ago, and it's a tourist town, so there's always someone drinking alcohol all the time. And even with our social circle, alcohol is always around. And I don't know that that's actually specific to Mexico. That was also the truth when we were living in the United States. Alcohol is just a part of our society. And so, I had this fear that my husband was going to be mad at me, that he was going to be like, oh, you're just a wet noodle, you don't want to have anything fun, or that my friends wouldn't actually want to hang out with me. And so I started exploring that, because that's what we call a limiting belief. When we feel resistance against something and we have this belief about what that means. And so I was really struggling with it, because I was like, well, what if my friends don't want to hang out with me? What does that mean? Am I willing to give up my friends for a month if this is something that I want to do? And so it really kind of started me on this thought process of all of the times that we as people, but specifically me, give up something that's important to me because I want to make other people comfortable. And have you ever noticed how when you don't drink alcohol, that it makes people kind of uncomfortable? And so, it was really just kind of interesting for me to observe, like, am I willing to make other people comfortable who really don't have skin in the game as far as my health is concerned, right? So am I willing to give that up, my health, just to make other people comfortable? And so how often do we do that with our health or what it is that we want? So we want to, do this big thing, and it's going to inconvenience other people. So we kind of put our needs on the back burner because we think that we're going to inconvenience other. And, how many times do we downplay our own accomplishments because we want to make other people comfortable? And so it just started me thinking about all of the different times that I'm sacrificing something that I really want, all in the name of making other people comfortable who have very little say in my life. And so I realized that I really do that a lot. And so there's a saying that is, your new life will cost you your old one. And it's really kind of scary to think about that. However, when we always need to let go of something if we want to get something, okay? So if right now with New Year's resolutions and setting goals, we need to let go of something. And if I want to improve my health, what I need to let go of, I realize this in this whole process, that what I need to let go of is making other people comfortable. Okay? Maybe that has something to do with the fact that I just turned 50. I don't know. But compromising our health at the expense of making other people comfortable is no longer something that I am willing to do. And so when we think of what am I willing to let go of, we always want everything, right? So whenever we think about changing our habits or changing things, and the question comes up of, well, what are you willing to let go of in order to make that happen? We immediately think of, well, I don't want to give up anything. But what if it was just a simple mindset shift of, well, I'm willing to let go of other people's expectations or making other people happy or anything like that in order to get what we want? Because at the end of the day, we are the ones that actually have to live with the consequences of our actions. We're the ones that suffer if we don't follow through. We're the ones that, just have to deal with the consequences of what we do or do not do. So, I would love to invite you to think about what you're willing to let go of in order to make your life better. And in that process, I would love to hear back from you. So send me an email, tell me about what you're willing to let go of, and I can't wait to hear from you. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.